are back. It is Warhammer Tuesday. Woohoo! Warhammer Tuesday. All right. I almost started this video on time. This is pretty good. It's pretty good standard. So I wanted to do something different for Warhammer Tuesday. I've been focusing a lot on Age of Sigmar. But I wanted to give you guys a treat and work on a 40k model. And I told you guys you're going to see a lot of 40k Orcs, and we're going to see a lot of Necrons, because those are the two armies I mostly play in 40k. Death Guard I also play, but I haven't really been devoting a lot of time, because Orcs have been getting a lot of new models. This is not a new model. This is an older model from the last big box that they did before they redid the edition. Extremely epic music brought to you by the peoples. And I'm gonna do some 40k, and we're gonna do some building of 40k. I might bring back some Age of Sigmar stuff. We're gonna do like a mishmash. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. I want to try to give everybody a little home. All right, I am scared because I have no viewers. Why are you not with me? Why have you not come to see me? Do I not entertain you? No. Oh, that's scary. Ah, Scotty. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like working on two different computers right now. Interesting. Well, this will be a testament if my videos actually get views. I usually have a couple of viewers that are with me right at the start. Like I said, I'm sorry that I was late getting the video up, but let's jump. So we're gonna do the new Orc Pain Boss model, which came out, and this fine gentleman, we're gonna work a little bit on him today, and then I'll be doing some terrain for the first stages of my Blood Bowl Stadium. I got my table cleared off, so we're gonna have. Oh yes, there are people! Yay! You're here! You're here! I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I was kind of letting everybody shuffle in, but please post up a big hello, and I'd love to hear. I got two questions for the chat and for the stream tonight, which is, what's one of the models you're currently working on, and what is your favorite? It could be 40k Warhammer 40k army, or it could be your favorite Age of Sigmar faction. Whatever you think is true and good, we're gonna go for it. And I promise you guys, I'm gonna start doing some better content, some more animated content for y'all, and we're gonna get some gaming. We're gonna get some playing. So hopefully my cohorts tomorrow. Actually, do we want to see if my cohorts are around? We can get some commentary on this. Let's see. I'm gonna put them on the spot. All right. Oh, why do I have 15 versions of that? All right. Where's my Discord? All right, sorry. This is not entertaining. I am not entertaining you. All right. Time to open it up. But this is the new Pain Boy model. I want to give a shout out to my sponsor for this video, Undiscovered Realms, where I get all my hobbying and awesome stuff. Please check out the link below to them. They are super duper cool, awesome guys. And I want everybody to try. Oh, I just realized I'm cutting the instructions for this model. Unless the new Pain Boy model is a snap together model, which I doubt it is, but I am using sprue cutters to cut this open. I really should be probably using, what God created, which was scissors, but let's not practice safety. And then when I eventually cut myself, it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna be working diligently tomorrow to get a exclusive Patreon for the model building stuff and for the gaming. But I know I said it last week that I was going to get an art stream up for you guys, but it is happening this Friday. Art streams are coming. So if you want to see me do some live art and work with my indie stuff, oh geez. Yeah, get ready. That is 100% going to be coming to you guys on Friday. I will be doing it. It is time. And I think you guys want to see it. But like I said, please, if you are not too shy on the chat, post up. I want to hear your model projects. What's on your painting table? What do you like from the world of Warhammer, or it could be Games Workshop? Hey, if you want to talk Necromunda, I'm down, man. I know all the games. I've played at least some of them or most of them within my lifetime with GW. So, oh yeah, because he comes with a little pain grot. Forgot about that. All right, that was probably the most violent unboxing video I've ever done. All right. I know we need proper glue for this. This is a proper glue situation. So you guys can see, build the structure. It's a very basic box. So you're gonna find all of your stats for this model in your codex. This is gonna be in your army codex. So not really much there. But it is a new sculpt. It is a new model. The unit's not new. The model is. So, oh, well, it's like I prepared for this. I'm in a very weird mood tonight. I'm changing some stuff up. I'm trying to be a little bit more. I'm gonna do these videos earlier. I'm gonna actually be awake while I'm doing them. I know that has been something that you may not have been aware of on this particular channel, but I don't always sleep. Sleeping is for weak people. No, it's not. Sleeping is actually really important, and everyone here should sleep. As much as I've tried not to. All right, I'm going to this sprue because I'm out on. And nothing I wanted was on it. All right. I'm going to talk like this for the entire video. I'm a little wired. I had regular soda today, so God bless all of you who are watching this. It's going to be insane. I'm going to do a little model building. We're going to do a review of the model, and then we'll jump into painting. I feel the consensus is you guys would rather see me paint rather than model build. You all can let me know if that's true. I'm guessing that the truth is probably... Oh, that's interesting. It's 2 over here. Where are you, number 2? If that's your real name. The Pain Boss was always a cool model because for folks that don't know what a Pain Boss does on the Orc army, they are essentially orcs that stab other orcs with drugs to both enhance and nullify their pain on the battlefield. So it's sort of like an orc medic, only it's pumping you full of drugs that make you more violent and usually more powerful in your combat. So yeah, it's healing, but it's not like 100% healing. It's healing in a very different way. Meaning, it's healing the orc way. Oh, what? Is that a sprue? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there's like texturing on that sprue, which... Yeah, it's got to be cut off. That's really weird. That looks wrong. It looks like I'm messing up the model when I do this. But yeah, because I've done that before. I've cut off pieces of models, and I'm like, oh, that was the connective piece. That was the connective bit that gets you to that piece. And I have screwed up the model in the course of doing that. So, sorry for the camera shaking or jostling. I am trying to be frugal with my glue options here, my Gorilla Glue, because we're having, for anyone that's in the hobby, I'm sure you've all encountered this in your own way. But there are shortages galore of, like, everything, whether it's... Okay, ooh. Whether it is primer, paints, brushes, models, and that's why I'm so thankful for the folks over at Undiscovered Realms, because they have hands down all the time been really good about keeping me informed of new releases. They really talk closely with their reps over there from GW, so that I am not alone in the dark here and miss out on oh geez, and miss out on really important product launches or other stuff. So they're always very good about that stuff with me. Oh geez. And have definitely partnered with me, or oh geez. Ah, geez Louise, man. Okay, oh, it would help if I... Alright, I'm gonna have to... Oh, this is really weird. Am I trying to do the one... I think I'm trying to do... Yeah, I think... No. Okay, there we go. So you gotta get it fitted in there, because he's got actuators in his back, because he has like these metal bits. All right, sorry guys, I may have to excuse myself for 2 minutes just to get a. Ah, jeez. Yeah, look at that. That already is looking pretty awesome. I love the mechanical legs on that. It's just pretty cool. This will be a quick model kit build, so don't worry. I won't be doing too much of the model kits. We'll get right to the painting. I'm going to literally take a quick 2-second. I just got to walk and get a tissue. Oh, man. My nose is like super stuffed, which is really weird. I'm pretty sure it's the weather changes. All right, sorry guys. Oh, I feel much better now. My nose was just like super clogged, which I think is probably a testament to the weather we've been having, because the weather has been super crazy, and I appreciate you guys sticking in there and hanging out. And like I said, please feel free to jump in the chat. Let me know what's going on. I love answering questions, especially if you're new to the hobby. A lot of people don't think, they can actually ask those questions. Or like, I don't want to hear those questions. I love answering like new questions of the hobby, because I know for myself, I find it extremely hard, or I did find it extremely hard, because I would go to my local gaming store, and especially if my store like does events or does other stuff, you go there, you're meeting a lot of like, cool people, and obviously people that are excited about it because they're in your local hobby shop. They're doing their own stuff, and you know, they're doing their own thing. But you know, it can be. Now this is where I sometimes get a little annoyed with GW, because they'll put, for instance, a sprue like this. So they'll put a piece like this, and you have to figure out where the positioning is. And like, their instructions do an okay job, but you have to sort of figure out, all right, how is that supposed to sit on my model? How is that supposed to sit in there? Because if they would just make it so that that divot, like if they just designed it where the divot was just slightly different than the other one, so you literally didn't have to worry about the position you put this thing in, that would be super awesome. But instead, they design it in a way that is like, it's just a square, so you have to like figure out, where am I going to put that? That's why I like the Marvel Crisis Protocol model so much, because even when they have two different arms, and it's like clear that you can't put one arm on the wrong place, it's a little bit more, it makes a little bit more sense where that's supposed to go. Because the thing I always get nervous when I see stuff like this is that you're going to have connecting pieces on here, and then I have to figure out, did I connect those pieces right? And you're doing it in a step where that's going to dry. So if I have to pull those off, they're very fragile, probably going to break them. And it's not the most, it's not the easiest fix to do, because those pieces are going to definitely come off and I'm going to have an issue. So I wish GW would get in the habit of just like making it a little bit more, specific about where those are supposed to go. So the reason you guys saw me kind of gently put that in there, because again, oh no, I think he's supposed to have a cut on his hand. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, so he's, no, I don't think he's supposed to have a cut on his hand. I think it's supposed to. Yeah, see, they put seams in weird places. I hate when GW does that. They'll put like a seam inside of a guy's hand. Versus they could have just made the whole hand a connect piece so that the seam would be there and you're more likely to hide it. Because they want to do a muscle group that looks like this. So it's underneath, so the seam gets hidden under the hand. But you still have to paint that. You still have to do stuff to it. So it's like, you're not really doing me much of a favor, because I still have to like worry about it. But yeah, see, already we're going to have armatures that have to connect to those. So like, if I do them wrong, it's going to be kind of game over, out of luck for me. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. That's awesome. And like I said, for you guys that are Warhammer players, you should check out Monday nights when we do the Marvel Crisis Protocol, because it's a very cool game. And, you know, for all of you folks out there that are GW fans, it is a lot cheaper to play a game like that. So it could be a really cool thing. And if you're Marvel fans, who the heck doesn't want to paint, you know, some of their more favorite Marvel characters, you know, in miniature form? I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Because you get some bitchin' statues. And what's cooler, you painted all of them. And if you're looking to get started with a game like that, that is, I talk about using, I kind of talk through, and I've talked about it a few times, like, oops, it's upside down. The idea of using, like, when is it a good idea to use, like, let's say a commissioned painter, or when, like, when might you want to use a commissioned painter for a project? And when you're painting stuff like that, like Marvel Crisis Protocol, where you have, smaller squad games. But in the case of something like Marvel Crisis Protocol, in that smaller squad game, every person on your squad is a named character, is a specific character. Those are great games to use commissioned painters for, because then you can get on and kind of see, like, what is that all about? How are they painting? They can, you can get more detailed painting because it's only a few models, and maybe they'll cut you a better deal. I know I would, like, if I'm painting, like, let's say a Marvel Crisis Protocol squad, which is only like 3 to 4 characters. So you could be like, ooh. This is going to be intriguing. I don't know if I'm going to know how to glue this together. I should have looked before I did this. Alright, so the buzzsaw. Alright, sorry guys. I'm trying to, like, dry fit this. Trying to, like, dry fit this to see. No. Oh, wait. There we go. All right. I think I understand how it works now. So the secret to this is there's a little thing there. Oh, there's a customize. So I could either do... I think that's the right way to do it. I think... Yeah, this picture they give you for this thing doesn't help at all. This does not help you at all. I do think, looking at it, hold on, let me look at this picture because I can't. Sorry, guys. I know, I just lost the viewer because he's just playing with a model. Like, really, this guy's supposed to be a commissioned painter. Sorry, guys. I'm like trying to. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm right. I'm right in the way that I think that this goes on. Yeah, it's a confusing piece because it's a little like janky and uneven. Lord Almighty. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. Now it's gonna go. Ah. Hold on. I'll show you guys how this is supposed to be on there in just a second. Oh, I get it now. Okay, there we go. So I got it in there. It's weird because I don't know how to describe this, but it's like not in the shape like they're seaming. So it actually is not like flush. The inside's flush, but the rest of it's not, because it's supposed to be inside of like a skull. So he put the pain things in there, which is really cool. And that's a customized aspect. You can either do them with a power claw or with this. And then this, I believe, I could be wrong. But see, going back to what I was saying, now I have an actuator that doesn't have a place, but I don't know if that's true or not yet. Oh, jeez. Alright, I put a lot of glue in that. I shouldn't have put so much glue. But the good news is, oh, jeez, okay. Oh, this is where I have a problem. Okay, so the actuator is on the other side, so I'm assuming it's going to connect to something on the back. So far, I really do like the model. Actually, the model is not terrible. It is a good model. I just don't like... I'm just not a fan of how... I'm not a complete fan of how they did certain aspects of it. The Eye of Terra sees all... Wait, what? Mini Wargaming? Wait, are you guys actually watching me? No. No, hold on a minute. Is that like Mini Wargaming, like serious Mini Wargaming? Oh. I'm a Vault member with Mini Wargaming. Korn summoned me here. Wait, who is this? Is this really happening? I hope that everyone's... Oh, this is insane. Like, is this for reals? I'm like speechless right now. That is super awesome, and I hope that you guys are watching. Dude, thank you for your loyalty. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. God. This is Dave. No, I know it's Dave. Because, of course, somebody... That's amazing. Oh, my God. I'm super, like... I'm freaking out right now. That is awesome. Dave, thank you for all your awesome content. I'm doing Orcs right now. That is freaking cool as hell. Please come and watch again. Steve... Everybody. Dave, I'm happy you're here too. But oh my God, that's awesome. I'm really nervous now. I like don't normally get like starstruck. So Mini Wargaming, I've talked about them here. I'm a Vault member. I totally am watching their stuff. Dave just did a music video, which was insane, and he like got painted up for it too. So that's super awesome. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna keep going because I'm rambling now, and that's not helpful. Folks that might be watching me later. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, like, Luca, Steve, Matt, like, all of them are awesome. They're super awesome guys. Please be a Vault member. I didn't think I'd be saying that in one of my videos. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, and, Orcs are as close second to World Eaters. Yes. I actually painted some World Eaters, Dave, which is insane. I did a commission for World Eaters, which I actually thought of you when I was painting them, because I actually was watching a couple of like Banter Bat Raps and a few other stuff, so that was pretty awesome. Yeah, and Dave's doing this like really cool partnership with I forgot the model company. I'm so sorry. I'm like trying to give you guys as many plugs as possible. I know like I'm small potatoes, but that is awesome. Oh geez. All right, let's get this model done because I want to do some painting too. That is super awesome. Or not a music video, but you guys did the Warhammer. It's like a Warhammer music video. I don't know. I saw something. Didn't you just like paint your face? You literally had Didn't you have chaos like tattoos on your face? I just literally saw that. I saw it on my feed. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet though. But it was like a Warhammer music video, and it like showed models and it showed other stuff. And that was really cool. This is amazing. It's awesome that he's in my stream. I'm like super blown away by this. That's pretty cool. Maybe I'm wrong. And I always forget there's a delay. Like doing Twitch stuff is always really like crazy. But yeah, and I know Steve is doing like his own stuff, which I've been watching a lot of the like fantasy stuff, the fantasy Kickstarter stuff he did. Now, yeah, I don't know. I this is awesome, dude. All right, I'm okay. So backpack, this is crazy. This new model is nuts. There's so much stuff going on here. Oh, I was filming Chaos Rising in Scotland. Okay. I had my face painted for that. Okay, cool. I was like, I'm not going crazy. I remember seeing something. Dave's making me think that I'm losing my mind. That's not cool. Don't do that. I'm like, I watched the channel. I know what's going on. All right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and actually, I will hands down say that Mini Wargaming is Steve is the best. Great fantasy content on his channel. Yes, Steve is. I really am like digging that. Colin and Steve and all of them. I've actually jumped in and like said hi in his stream and his like live Twitch streams. And I thought Matthew, when he did his stream with him was hilarious, and I love that he like he was like supporting him, which I thought was really fun. And I was just like I know my channel. I mean, I know obviously I'm trying to grow my channel, but yeah, they're amazing people over there, and they're the reason I wanted to start doing this. So I want to give Mini Wargaming like a big shout out for that. You know, I watched them and saw the content they were producing, and saw like the different people that have been with them, and you know, definitely made me want to do this on a more full basis, and that's my goal. That's what I'm trying to do, is do this more full time. Keep up the great work, my friend. Thanks again for your viewership and support. Oh, thank you, Dave. That's awesome. And I promise I will finish this model. I've now talked to Dave, and I've completely lost track of what I was doing. And I will paint. Damn it, there will be painting for all the people that want painting. I know model building. Sometimes you guys want to see me do this. Sometimes you don't. I don't know. I'm a slow live builder. It always freaks me out. Yeah, I mean, like, oh wait, Dave's here. If Dave's still here, I got to show him something. All right. So here, Dave, I'll show you a painting sample. You probably have looked at my content, but we're going to finish him up tonight, but I'll show you a little preview of my orc paint. Some more orcs. This is fantasy orcs, but orcs are fun. The big wog, of course. So I got the trolls, one of the newer orcs painted up. I figured I'd show Dave that because Dave doesn't come here as often, so I wanted to give him a little preview. And we're gonna finish that, and I'm also gonna paint this big bad boy. I gotta finish him as well. So, and please, Dave, check out my site. That would be awesome too. That has more painting samples for me. I wish you guys were still doing the painting program. I totally like watched your videos, saw that, and then like watched the video where it was like, we're not doing that anymore, and I was like, damn it, because I totally would have done that. Because I would love to paint stuff up and like send it to you guys, or help out, or even give you guys like some free support if you guys are doing that. But I know you're not doing the painting program anymore. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I love that. I love that. Like, that's super cool. Dave's cool. And he loves corn. Chaos. It's funny, in 40K and in fantasy, I never played Chaos. And I always tell that story. I didn't play Chaos, I do play aspects of Chaos because it's a larger faction, but I never played it because it had to do all with the models. I loved creatures, so I always ended up in different factions that had more creatures and like big monsters and stuff. And then I gravitated to orcs and goblins immediately in fantasy, so like it just was natural that in 40K I would have gravitated to them as well. Look at this stuff in here. He's got like a hand and stuff. This is crazy. All right, where the hell does this go? All right. No, that can't go there. That's the backpack part. Oh, this is confusing. Where does this... Oh, does it go over here? That looks like a place where a wire would go. Oh, is it one of the... Oh, it's one of those deals where it goes one side and then swings over. Maybe? That 100% goes in... Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, this is crazy. Do you have to go side? You have to go in here. Okay, I don't like this part of the model. Okay, wait. Okay. Is it a side part of the model? Was I supposed to put this? Was this supposed to? Oh, I think. All right, I messed up. I don't think I'm able to break this up. Fudge. All right, so this is what I don't like. Okay, wait. Ooh, I think I got it in. All right, so what I was supposed to have done, all you wonderful, beautiful people at home, is I think I was supposed to put this in here. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so happy. Okay, all right. No. I put it backwards. Ah! Oh my god. I feel very orcish doing this. So like a normal model builder would probably rip that off, but I'm an orc builder. So I'm going to do this in the worst way possible that has the best success rate to destroy the model in some way. All right. I think what I was supposed to do was this was supposed to sit in... All right. I will know in a minute if I was right. If my... Oh, okay. If my approach was right... Nope, I don't think my approach was right. Okay, I've also now bent this piece. Alright, I'm trying... Okay, alright, hold on. Alright, okay, alright. Okay, oh, okay, wait. It's turned. It's turned. I might have... No. Alright, so I think this was supposed to go in between these two, and I've totally, like, botched that up. Is it supposed to? It would make sense, because this is extremely hard. There's a lot of ridges in here. Alright, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Because if I go the other way... Alright, so... Yeah, this is super hard. I don't know how to do this. Blah 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 blah. That's I can't believe Dave jumped into my stream for a minute. That is unbelievable from when he were gaming. I still cannot believe that. That's insane. Yeah, so this wait. Alright, I think I got it now. No. Alright, I gotta look at this again. So was I... Alright, did I just... Watch, it's gonna be like a 2-second thing where I'm like, oh, I was supposed to do this. Alright, I've been fighting with this model for 45 minutes. That's... Yeah, I don't know how to do this. How the hell are you supposed to attach this? Alright. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. It's right up here, guys. Hey. Hey, guys. Watch this. Watch how dumb I am with this model. It's literally right up here. Yeah. Yeah, look at that, guys. It's right there. It's right on top. I just spent 45 minutes trying to figure that out. It's all right. So I'll give GW a little bit of a knock on that. That if you guys look at the instructions, you can't see them because they're blurred out a little bit. That is not the easiest thing to figure out what I just figured out. I'm gonna call shenanigans on that on the GW side, and I don't want to I don't want to talk badly at GW. I really, I know we do we kind of do some geeky stuff, and we do the State of Geek, and we do some talk show stuff. We do reviews, and we kind of review what the companies are like. And during COVID, we were doing a lot of reviews of stuff just to kind of be like, what is the state of hobbying? Because it was so different during COVID. And I wanted to give Meaning Wargaming another shout out because they definitely got me through COVID. You guys and the content, I know it was crazy because they were making content in their houses. I know Matthew set up a thing outside, and I loved Dave and his wife playing Warhammer. That was, I don't know if Dave realizes how that was a dream of mine to have my own wife. I tried it during the pandemic. We played some board games, but I would love for my wife to play tabletop fantasy games or war games. And seeing Dave do that was unbelievable. And I was like, oh my God. And it made me, and that actually those videos were one of the things that I started to think about, let me do this. And I've converted studio space in my house, which I know Dave has done that himself. So I started to make some efforts in that direction. And it was just a super awesome series. And if you become a Vault member, you can see all of their videos. Or a lot of the video content. But and what they're doing now, like for mini wargaming, is awesome. Like I want you guys to obviously support my channel, but mini wargaming is a lot different. And obviously they've made it. They have a little bit more resources. They have more people. It's not just me. In my case, it's just me. And a few other cohorts that I loop into my crazy gaming conventions. Oh, I hate this. All right. So, okay. Whoop, I did not want to do that. All right. So my attempt at what I was trying to do, which sort of worked. Oh, that actually worked. Okay. I twisted the model a little bit to try to get it to line up a little better. That doesn't always work. What I will sometimes when you do what I just did, you will inadvertently snap part of the model, but in the case of the Pain Boy, it actually worked perfect, so I could line that up a lot better to get it in good shape. See, I get nervous whenever, and I was telling you guys, see? So you have connection points, and I had to like bend that a little bit. I always get nervous when they do stuff like this. I wish that they would assemble in a different order just to like make it a little bit easier. Oh, we're just gonna play around. Oh, head 16, just for my own reference. But I could also put the armored head. I don't like the armored head for the Pain Boy. I like this head because it's got the sight, the like cyborg sight on it, which I always think the Pain Boy looks cooler when he does that. Or Pain Boss. This is not a Pain Boy. I keep saying the wrong unit. That's awesome. I'm still in awe that it's freaking cool. I cannot believe that. That's awesome. If Dave is still watching, I really hope that Dave is still watching. Probably he just ducked in to say a quick hi, which I appreciate that. Yeah, Dave has always been really good about that. He at Mini Wargaming, Dave has been a really cool, like, he is very big in the community. He's very big in the indie, and I like that they're also diversifying and trying to play a little bit of the indie games. Not much. They play a little bit of stuff, and I get it. Like for them, Warhammer pays the bills. Like, a lot more people want to watch Warhammer content than they want to watch other stuff. So I totally get that. They love giving, in all these new orc models, they love giving you little little grots on wheels. In the futuristic future, cutting off goblins' feet and putting wheels on them, super in. It's like cybernet. They're like, let's go. Yeah. Definitely. That's awesome. I'm blown away that actually just happened. I legit do not know what to do with myself. That was pretty awesome, and that's crazy. Yeah, and again, I have to say it, like, Where my pieces go? I have to say it, like mini wargaming, like there is a lot of content, and I could even say it, like a lot of content ideas that I've had. I'm not gonna, obviously, as a content creator, I am not gonna steal someone else's content because I'm not gonna do that. But there are definitely like oh sorry, I'm not doing any of that on camera. Wow, I'm doing great, guys. Look at that! Look at that little grot! Little grot with a power with the clamps. He's got the clamps. He's got the clamps and a screwdriver. And he's got a mat. He's a doctor. He's a cybernetic grot doctor. Love it. All right, so these models officially are awesome. I'm gonna let them dry because I don't want to put them on the base till they dry, especially the goblin, because he's like, oh sorry, not goblin, grot. Because in GW they have to monetize things. They have to call them different names because that's how you copyright IP for the folks at home that do not know copywriting law. That is how you copyright something. You have to make it a name that is different than goblin and orc. Which is why orc is spelt differently in the future. That's why also in the fantasy or the past, orcs have factions. That is where factions come from, because that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to copyright orcs, so it's like, so they made them into factions. So what I was doing with this, and I'm gonna get the name of this guy wrong. So in the last big box that they did for orcs, this gentleman made his debut, and I was going to do something a little bit more interesting with his paint job. And again, I'm starting off with some 40K models because I wanted to give 40K some love. I've been, most of the time when I do fantasy stuff, when I've been doing my painting for, did I do this in orange? I think I messed up. I wanted to do this in yellow. When I was doing my my Warhammer painting videos, I was either doing Blood Bowl models or I was doing fantasy models. And I wanted to give 40K some love tonight because I haven't really done a 40K stream. So I wanted to get in there and do some painting. But what was cool, and something that I wanted to do with this particular model, was so a long time ago in a faraway land, there was this world where for older GW players, there was a time, and I will not steal their intro, I love when they do the intro to the segments that talk about this on Mini Wargaming. But there was a time where GW's official lore for Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40K was that the 40K universe was, in fact, the future. So if you've ever played 40K, you wonder why, like, some of the things you're playing with feel a lot like fantasy characters, or they feel like they should be fantasy characters. Well, there's a reason for that, and that's because GW's original stance was that what you were playing was actually happening in the future, and all of the fantasy characters from the past evolved into these other factions and characters in the 40K universe. So that's why orcs are in space, because they are descendants from the fantasy orcs. What GW did, however, was once they started to realize they couldn't it didn't allow them to have like good IP, they started to change the lore. So that's why you eventually get Age of Sigmar, which has different factions or different fantasy factions than 40K. That's insane. I'm still in awe that Dave literally talked to me in a live stream. That's awesome. And I hope and pray that I can talk to Dave again. I would super love it if all of the people at Mini Wargaming like said hi one day. That would be insane. Or if I could do an interview, with Dave, or Matthew or anybody over there, I would be insane. And I love all of them for different reasons. I love all of the people there for lots of different reasons. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, Mini Wargaming is following me. I think he is following me now. Which is unreal and amazing. And we paint 3 times a week here. So, I'm probably going to do some Mantic game models tomorrow. I know I have the Vampire I haven't finished up. We might actually, Lorecom Miniatures, I think we're going to do another round of painting their stuff because we got to get the custom campaign done. So I think tomorrow is going to be a focus on them. And then I'll probably go back to Mantic stuff next week. But yeah, this is cool. I'm so starstruck. That's freaking awesome. And that's amazing too because I think they started extending invitations to go play up at Mini Wargaming in Canada, and I actually would like to do that at some point. I would love to stay. Oh, no. Do I want to do that? I don't want to do that. No. Crap. I guess you have to because it's all kind of connected machinery-wise. I wanted to do a different gray for that machinery. For the actuators, I don't want to do them in that. Yeah, it's painting 40K models. They're not bad 40K models, but like I have to switch gears. I'm very much in my fantasy painting mode because I've done so many. We've done so many fantasy painted models, which I will jump back to. I'm gonna get him in a better spot, like do a little bit more painting on him. And then I'll probably jump back to the troll. This is gonna be a weird video. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. I wanna get the bleachers done. I wanna get a couple of things done tonight because I just got the wiring and some other stuff done for Studio 2. So I think if I get this right and I can figure out the angles and stuff, I should be able to do bigger content so I can start doing like proper terrain painting with you guys. So I have to I gotta prep that. Oh, this is so cool. But yeah, man, Dave, I can't believe that Dave from Mini Wargaming just like talked to me. That's insane. That's awesome. That's awesome. And like that, Jesus, that's so cool. And I am 100% a Vault member. You should definitely go check them out. Like I said, I am a content creator and I want you to love my channel, but like their stuff is really cool too. Yeah, I've been like really following a few people and I'm sorry, but that's like just super cool. And I'm sure I'm just one of I don't want to downplay. I'm like gonna downplay me now. I'm like I'm just a peasant. I'm just a peon. It's a peasant. which is true. And I'm sure that they were like looking at their follower list. And they probably were like, oh, he actually like has a YouTube channel and he like does this stuff. And but that was just super cool. That was super cool. Yeah, man. And they went through so much too, like during the pandemic and everything. And that's part of why I became a Vault member. Like, I was one of those people that definitely, you know, I was watching their videos. I was watching them on YouTube. And you know, I was enjoying their content. I was enjoying their stuff. And you know, they were putting out free videos on YouTube. And you know, I was definitely guilty of something that they were talking about, which is like, you know, I would watch them on YouTube and then I wouldn't be a Vault member. And then once the pandemic hit, you know, and they were talking about how, you know, they got this new space and they, you know, they're, you know, knowing, being somebody who helps with a lot of like gaming and local businesses, because I don't know how I've always been that type of guy that I always end up kind of indirectly working for like comic or gaming stores that I frequent. I become really good friends with the owners, and then I am like kind of a pseudo employee a lot of times. And then, well, a lot of it comes from the relationship too of like running events at their stores, too, which is like how I have a relationship with you know, a few different places like Undiscovered Realms, who I talk about on this channel a lot, as a sponsor, which I want to give them another plug as well. Essentially, they're the place that I get all of my miniatures and model painting supplies, and then also I always, you know, I talk about a shop in Harrison, if you're in the New York area, called All Yeah Comics New York, or All Yeah Comics. And I actually help them out. And I'm actually a personality in some of their content. And I've also been at shows, or I've been a creator there with my own indie stuff. Which I should have talked to. Ooh, that would have been awesome. Dave, if you're still there, I'm a comic book artist. I will totally do like panels for you guys. Like I would, because they've talked about their own like cinematic universe that they have for their campaigns and stuff. And I'd love to do like comic versions of that. But yeah, so I'm sorry I'm taking a minute with this, guys. I'm trying to. So the idea of what I want to do with him is that I'm making him in the style of the Iron Jaws from Age of Sigmar, because I want him to have that feel like his faction, or at least my orc faction, sort of follows the same storyline in 40K as the intention of the original fantasy stuff. So my orcs are going to be essentially descendants from the orcs in fantasy or Age of Sigmar. Because I think that just elementally is cool. And I, in general, when I paint my orcs, I am a huge fan of like old GW style painting with them too. So I bring out those checkers. I bring out like all the old tricks they used to use when you painted your orc army in the golden 80s of Warhammer 40K. So, you know, when everything on the painting table looked like it came out of like a heavy metal album. And just bear with me, guys. I'm probably going to have to keep going and blow my nose. I don't know what's going on with me. Warhammer 40K, where your dreams come true and orcs run wild in the fields. That's crazy. I just can't believe that just happened. I'm still in awe of that. All right, sorry guys, I got to just take a minute break. Not a minute break. I just have to. I don't think. Man, okay, he's not on yet. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. It is right here. All right, let's get the yellow back out because I got to start doing the shoulder pads. I'm like kind of freeform in the paint job because I'm like trying to figure out different armor plates and what I want to do them as to get this like Iron Jaw, look. I forgot. Dave has. Oh, I totally did paint. All right, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. The fact that some of the armor's orange and that. I mean, it's an orc, so we can. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Did the model go okay? Did I lose anything? Did anything break? Wow. All right. Yeah, my painting table, everything's very slick. So I have a tendency to do exactly what I just did. Now, what I find with the contrast paints, I'm just gonna go over all this because I'm gonna. The big bolts I'm not gonna do, but the small stuff that'll be just detail painting that I'll do later. I'm gonna just layer it with this for right now because I'm gonna come back and do silver on all those bolts and everything because he's gonna get a very like thought through paint job because obviously he is a centerpiece. He is a general of your orc army. So I want him to have like a nice solid paint job. But yeah, I'm just trying to, right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out, like, where I want the yellow versus not the yellow. So I'm trying to get the armor, because there's going to be a mixture of black plates of armor and yellow plates of armor. And I'm trying to figure out where, oh, there's also, interesting. Okay, we're going to do that as a red. Because I like doing that as a red. I'm noticing different things on him. There's a lot of like little details that I want to make sure I don't miss out on. But like that is going to be black plate. So we're going to do this as black. I think I want to bring black into this. Now is he under there? No, there's like stitching under there. Yeah, I want this. I want all this to be black. I want the center to be black. And then I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. I mean, like, this probably being yellow makes more sense. So I think I'm going to go with the yellow there. Oh, no. Actually, you know what? We're going to do half and half. That's how we're going to do that. Yeah, that'll look cool. I'm going to do that half and half. And I'm using a nice big brush because I find when you use the big brush like this, especially on armor, it's going to make a nice even tone with the contrast. So you get around that idea. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I can't. I'm still in awe that that just happened. This is the coolest night ever. I mean, I don't. I understand if he doesn't, and I respect him for that. But because like I said, he is a content creator, so like, believe me, I get it. I get 100% if like he didn't want to share that content with other people. Like I totally get that. You know, like if I came across another person, I mean, like if I came across another person's channel, I mean, I'm small potatoes, but you know, you still got to think of me as you got to think of everyone as competition. But he's I know Dave and I know the folks at Mini Wargaming, like they are super supportive of other indie channels or like other people, and they super want to be part of like other people's stuff, and they do it all the time. They'll have like especially in their bat reps when they were, well, I mean now they're starting to have guests again, but when they were having guests, they were, you know, they were having other YouTubers who, you know, weren't as, you know, high success as them, and they were always good about like bolstering them up and doing stuff and getting it there, and yeah, that's awesome. I know, I should totally be using a smaller brush. But like I said, I like using a big brush when I'm doing armor pieces, because when you do armor pieces and you have a big brush, it looks, you don't get the contrast brush strokes as much. You still get some, and you still get some unevenness, but it becomes very minimized when you do it with a bigger brush. Oh, that looks fucking sick. Sorry for that word, but I'm a little bit of a weird place right now because, like I said, oh, this looks cool. I really like him like this. Yeah, color scheme is working. I like this. And I wanted to paint him first. I like painting like your general or bigger units in your army before you paint your like your battle line or your other stuff, because this is going to set the tone for your army. And now you're going to pull, you know, when you start thinking about the colors you're going to pull, you're going to pull these colors to paint the rest of that army. So, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't, and I'm starting the videos earlier. Like, you guys, it's just weird. Everybody's watching me. I get more views, and my videos have started to become more watched, but I'm not getting you guys live with me, and I don't know why. I feel like Twitch is not like alerting people that I'm live. I don't know. And for folks that are watching me, I mean, like, I'd love to know one day if you can confirm that with me. Because I obviously don't always, I mean, I don't get the alerts, so. I get so nervous. I have a tendency to be butterfingers and like hit, It's also because I have this on like a smooth poster board because I'm using that as like my spill tray. Yeah, and like I said, guys, I'm sorry that this is like very piecemealed. I feel like I keep like painting a panel, putting it back, painting a panel, putting it back, painting a panel, putting it back. But the reason I'm doing it like that is because I'm like kind of figuring the model out, because I'm going completely rogue on this. I'm not looking at the GW paint samples because I want to just I think I think I have a tendency, like, I like looking at them, and I like, don't get me wrong, I think the GW paint samples are great. Or looking at, you know, how they did it. But I say it a lot in my other models I've painted, I've said it. Like, I don't know, I want originality in my model. Like, I want to use my, whoa. I want to use my originality, my painting scheme in my own model, and I want to extend that, as I said before, into my own army. Like, I don't want my army to look, you know, like the GW box. I mean, like, I want it to look as professional and well done as the GW paint samples, but I want it to have its own character and its own intrigue with that. So I want to create. That's awesome. That's insane. I'm still in awe tonight that actually just happened. I know I've said it 1,000 times. I'm literally in awe that Dave from Mini Wargaming just popped in and said hi to me. That's awesome. You know, it's funny. I had some. I was having some doubts today. I actually was having serious doubts about what I was doing here and this whole process. And I mean, the reality is, I was gonna keep doing it because I have to paint my models anyway, and I have a bunch of stuff to paint in my attic, in my basement. I have a bunch of models to paint. So, regardless of the, you know, maybe dip in viewership or whatever that I am, which is crazy because I say that and then, you know, that's amazing. That is unbelievably amazing. I was having some serious doubt about this, and that so energized me now that all right, I'm gonna give this just a minute to dry. I know that I'm making it boring for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm noticing gravity is starting to make stuff like pool and like kind of look weird. So I'm gonna like just post that for a minute. And I also wanted to say to everybody, thank you all for being patient. I'm gonna get my webcam under control so I can get a better camera for you guys, so you can see me, because now I've actually changed my setup, so my camera is in a terrible spot for you to see me. But I will have a webcam back up. Let's see here. All right, so I'm just letting the paint dry for a minute, so don't run away from my stream. I promise I'll paint. We're painting this gentleman up and just getting the color scheme kind of blocked out and what we think. Because as I said to a few folks before, you know, I'm creating my thought process here being that I want to make him as if he was part of the Iron Jaws. So I want to make my orcs from 40K essentially descendants of the Iron Jaws from Age of Sigmar. So for really old fantasy players out there, you'll remember a time where this was true. You know, that the fantasy world 40K was just the fantasy world in the future. But I'm going for that look with these guys. But I'm using the Age of Sigmar factions to do it, so that my 40K faction, it matches up to my or my one of my orc factions and that, and it also matches up with my Blood Bowl factions. So everybody's kind of from the same place, which I thought would be kind of cool. And then I also wanted to go like old style GW on this model, where I'm going to do the checkered stuff. I'm going to do like some of the old orc tropes on here, just because I think that's really cool. I always liked when the models look like that. So I'm just blocking out some of the machinery pieces and other stuff. So we're just doing blocking out of colors right now. So it will be a little slow going in the sense that I'm just kind of figuring it out, because as I said before, I'm not going off of a GW paint sample. I'm creating my own unique idea here. And like I said to everybody, if you're coming in and joining, and we're hoping to maybe see the rest of the troll that I was painting, I will jump back to the troll in a minute. But I wanted to give 40K some love tonight, because I was doing so much fantasy stuff. I felt like you 40K players out there weren't getting any love on the painting channel. And I am, if you couldn't imagine, a 40K player as well. I tend to favor, so orcs are one of my big guys. Necrons are another. And Death Guard. And as I was saying, and I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud again, as I was saying to Dave from Mini Wargaming. So for you guys out there that watch a lot of model painting, or you watch a lot of folks, yeah, Dave from Mini Wargaming was, he jumped in my stream to both say hi, to thank me for being a Vault supporter, which was awesome, and he just said keep up the good work, which was amazing to hear that. That was awesome, because they are a huge inspiration, like for my live streaming and my streaming content. Definitely on the top of my list for people that inspire me, and definitely pushed me, you know, made me realize that maybe I could do this stuff, and that, like, you know, it could be streaming, like people would be interested in this content. And you know, Dave in particular, one of the things that I loved watching from him is all of the custom campaign stuff he did, which I am looking forward to tackling and taking on myself. Which is why tomorrow night I think we're going to definitely spotlight the indie Lorecom miniatures again, and we'll work on some of those custom minis. Some of the minis he has for our homebrew campaign that we're going to be looking to do. And I'm using Space Wolf Gray right now, just on the machine bits at the bottom. So we'll definitely be checking those out tomorrow night. So if you want to see some awesome indie, whimsical models. Definitely come back and check us out then. Oh, it's like a tattered flag. Okay. I may want to do that a certain way. I don't know how I want to do that now. It's going to be interesting. All right. And like you guys have seen, I'm just trying to... Again, I'm just trying to go through and really, like, factor in that armor. So I know what I want to do that armor as, and I'm just trying to figure out... Because I find whenever I'm doing, like, 40k stuff, that's the easiest way, I think, to make sense of a lot of the models, is to just, you know, start painting the armor up and see where you want to go. Actually, I know what I want to do now. That'll be really cool if I do it that way too. Alright, hold on. So what I think I want to do with some of the armor, yeah, is that I'll do half. Yeah, let's do it that way. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. So I'll do half and half for the armor. Okay. All right, I think I have a little bit of a painting idea. So we're gonna do. So I want to do more of that half and half kind of concept, and that what I'm doing now, very old orky. This is it's very, very like traditional orc what I'm about to do. So I'm going to make it so there is like half black, half... So again, that like old orky checkered kind of feel. So that all of the armor is like... Yeah. Alright, so we're going to do this armor as yellow. Yeah, so we'll have like yellows and blacks and everything kind of... Oh, that's going to look hot. That's going to look awesome. Yeah. I love orcs, man. Yeah, so what we're doing now is I'm just going in. And this is the fun part. This is all the fun bits. I love doing the armor and the little stuff. Right, and then... Alright, so that bottom piece... No, it's okay. That can be... Oh, there's so much armor. There's like a lot of armor on this. Jesus. Well, if you're going to do this idea, what I had just now, this gets complicated because you have to remember what you painted and what you didn't. Yeah, whenever you want to do like a two-tone color like what I'm doing now, it becomes a little bit harder. Because now you have to remember, you're like, okay, so this side I painted like this. But you'll see, it's going to look very, very cool and orky because it's going to have that two-tone. And that's what old orcs, like if you've been an orc player since like 80s Warhammer, this is it. This is like 80s Warhammer. This is very like retro paint job. I love that. And wait until I start introducing some checkered elements too. It's gonna look cool. And it's gonna fit the rest of my like squad. Because I went very much in that vein. Yeah, I'm already happy with this. This is already like super coming out cool. Yeah, baby. I just want to get the armor settled, and then I can start working on like the detail stuff. This is super dope. This is super dope. And as always, please, 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 please. If you guys have any comments, questions, just want to say hi. You know, don't hesitate to jump in the stream and post. I've said it a couple of times, but you guys, for folks that are joining us now, and Dave might still be here. I don't know if he is. If he is, it's awesome. But Dave from Mini Wargaming actually came in and said hi on my stream. I still can't believe that. So for you folks out there that are familiar with those guys, Dave jumped in and said hi. I was real taken back. I was definitely struck. Starstruck is not even the word. I was like geeking out and like going nuts for like a whole time. It was really cool. This is really cool. I really like this paint job. All right. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. All right. So far. That's actually cool. We could go that route. And I could do black on one side. That's actually kind of cool if I do it that way. And then it's sort of like we have black in some areas, we have yellow in some areas. Just to bring the black into other areas, which is cool. And then we could do black on the backs here. Just to bring black into the, because you want to bring it into different parts of the model, because then it's going to translate that color. Because that's one of the things that people make a mistake when they're painting, is you want, you know, when you're looking at your model, you want to have color repeated. Because what that's going to do for you on your model is when a viewer is looking at that model, it's going to pass their eye through it. And it's going to allow them to, like, follow those colors down and up. So you want to have transitions of different colors in there. And a design trick, which I learned a while ago, is the idea of triangles. So what do I mean by that? Well, you'll probably notice if you look at my, if you look at how I did the black, bang, 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 it makes a triangle. Yellow, bang, 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 it makes a triangle. Bang, 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 they're all triangles. So what that's going to do is it's going to balance your model. So it's going to balance your color in your eye. So you, the viewer, are going to go through this and you're going to be like, oh, with your eye, and you're actually going to look through the model at what you see. So it's going to not distract you as you move through it. Now, I could go black on both of these, but that's going to put a lot of black in the model, which is going to out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go an offshoot and do black on this side, yellow on that side, which I wasn't I was kind of like thinking about it as I was doing it. Ooh. now that I actually like see it, I think that's going to be a better fit. Oh, I love this. I love this model. All right. I said that we were going to do the troll. I don't think we're going to do the troll. We're just going to keep going on this. Oh, man. Whoa, come on. There we go. Pom 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 pom. That's awesome. I cannot believe I was flawed when I looked up and that was who was there. So we'll do yellow on that other side. And then I'll do like silver in the orc logo. Yeah, this is very 80s orcs. This is extremely like retro orcs from Warhammer, which I love that. Gorka Morka. Yeah, this is going to be like super awesome. And we haven't even gotten into like the detail of the skin yet or anything like that. And it's already looking pretty cool and epic, which I love. And it proves with contrast paints that you can do armor. You'll see how I'm going to touch it up. Like, the armor is going to make sense because I'm going to put some, like, highlights into it and everything else. But it does... You can get some really nice effects with that contrast. You guys are awful quiet out there in TV land. I haven't heard anybody say anything. Ooh. I mean, we are getting more people bumping in, so I'm very happy about that. And again, we're working on some 40k orc stuff. Probably going to be the only thing we work on tonight, but I wanted to give 40k some love for you folks out there that might have been watching me previously and going like, this guy only paints the fantasy models. So I wanted to give everybody some 40k stuff. And I'm going for a very old orky look on this guy. So if you've been playing Warhammer as long as I have, you know, this is kind of your beginning. You know, when fantasy was still around, and you went and you looked at Warhammer stuff. I'm painting the orcs kind of in that vein. So very GW, old White Dwarf GW. In fact, that's what's in my head while I'm painting this. There was an old White Dwarf cover that actually had orcs with this paint job. Funny enough. And I think my brain has definitely, while we've been painting this, has been channeling that. Because I really, really feel like that's where I'm going with this. It's really, really cool. And again, I've said it a few times, but I am still in speechless mode with with wow. Oh god, I'm doing something stupid. Did I just like paint the side of his? Oh, I didn't. How did I manage that one? That's pretty good for me. So I'm trying to get in there that like crevice, which I really should do with a smaller brush. I'm just being like super crazy right now, because I'm just getting like anal. But like I got to get in there and get all of that like inside the cuff painted. But yeah, for folks that are familiar with a group of folks called Mini Wargaming, Dave, one of the co-owners of it, just jumped into my stream to say, thanks for supporting us, and I'm doing a live stream of painting, which I think is insane. So, I couldn't believe that. That was something for tonight. That was a different thing. It's certainly what I'm used to while I'm doing streams, which I think is hilarious. I'm just going to let that dry for a minute. And yeah, my idea is to do checkering on the top and do some checkering elements. But you could already see this like very cool old style orc emerging from this. And that's the way I wanted that paint style to go. And obviously we're going to do that. Probably going to do, again, maybe yellow, black bits. I'll probably alternate those. So we have that checkered kind of look inside of it. I'm going to do both the back panels as black. And then we'll start to get into all the machinery and the mechanics, which I have yet to get into. Because I'm just spending my time, you know, really delving into this armor and figuring out, you know, how do I want this armor to look? How do I want to deviate it? And so far, it's coming out real nice. I really like how it is. And this technique that I'm using so I'm using contrast. This is Templar Black that we're using for this. But this is a technique that I've sort of perfected with the contrast. So I do a lot of water and a lot of paint. So you're really just like glom it on there. And what you can do with it is use a nice big brush like I'm doing now. And what you guys are probably seeing me do is I'm basically just tapping it so that I'm getting a even pool for the armor. And that's a trick I learned so that you can get one nice even coat. And then your armor comes out a lot more controlled, and you have a lot less brush strokes in it. Because a lot of people will look at the armor and go, oh, you can't paint armor with contrast, and you totally can. It's just you have to be very strategic about it. Because see, the minute you go back over it, like I just did there, you're going to put a tone on there, and you have to just constantly, you almost have to treat it like ink. Where you just are like moving that ink around, and you'll find you can get some amazing results. And then your armor will look nice and solid and it'll have just one paint line. It won't look like multiple paint lines. So it's super nice. And then again, you can do it really fast, because that's the nice part about contrast, is that when you're working on big areas like this, it can be an asset. It can be a really good friend. And again, I go water, a lot of paint. And you'll see what happens when I do it. And see, it almost like makes, it just pools. And then you just take the pooling and you just spread it out. Again, treating it almost like an ink brush. That's what you want to think of it as. Think about taking an ink pen and coloring it in. Because that's what you're doing. That's what this is all about. It's all about inking it. And again, now I went a little bit into those actuators. I think I was supposed to, but I'm not sure. And you may have an area like this where you got to just be a little careful. But you will see how nice and toned. Now you can play around with it, and you can obviously like even pat or brush to create like weathering and other stuff, which you can do. You can do that with this, but I think you guys are seeing like it's not. Look at how nice and flat and matte that is. And now what you guys are seeing me doing is a cheat where I took one panel and I actually painted one panel over again. So now it creates depth. It actually creates a darker tone on one side, like there's lighting on the armor. And that's all just going back over that contrast paint, which you're going to see me do a little bit more as we progress and go further with the model. But you can already see how pretty cool and amazing just that checkered armor looks. And so we're getting this, like, again, very old style orc look, which I love. I'm going to take a little hiatus break, and we're going to do a little bit of the... I'm going to do some of the skulls that are on them, because I like doing different stuff. And you guys are with me, and please do not hesitate to jump out and say hi on the chat. If you're first time with us and this is the first time you're watching us, please say hi. Introduce yourself. I love talking to people, especially when I'm painting. And I say it all the time, but please, 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 I'd love to hear what you're working on your painting table. If you guys have, you know, different projects that you're working on or different things, I love hearing about them. I love knowing about them. I love to know what factions or what armies you guys are interested in playing. Yeah, dude, lay it on me. Especially if you have questions. If you have questions about painting or the hobby, I love answering questions. I love giving people the gift of painting knowledge and the gift of like how to get started. Because I know, like, for me, when I started wanting to play these games or wanting to play, you know, wargaming or tabletop gaming, not that my local store wasn't great. And again, Undiscovered Realms, which is the store that I get most of my gaming stuff from, they are awesome and they are helpful. Like, the folks there, you know, they are 40K players, so like they are not. There we go. I just want to wipe that down, make that a little less crazy. They definitely are players of the game, and they are not. They do not hesitate to give people a hand if you're looking for, you know, different factions and what to play. They are great resources for that. They can get you started. But a lot of hobby shops, when you go in, you know, this hobby gets intimidating. It gets, you know, you can look at these models, and I know for a lot of us, and I'm 100% in that boat. Mango Smasher, what's up? What's up, Mango Smasher? How are you? Painting up some orc-related products today. Oh man, my headphones are killing me. definitely need a drink of water. I may have to take a break and do water, but Mango Smasher, you are welcome. But yeah, I know for me, and like a lot of people I know, I started by looking at the models, getting like super intimidated about the prospect of even painting them. And then even just the prospect of figuring out what did I have to buy. That was super. Doing well, just finished painting for the night. Oh. Just finished painting. I figured you'd watch me while you were painting. You know, I never asked that if people watch, you know, because I say that a lot. And I say a lot in the chat, and I say on the stream a lot, that I'm like, oh, hey guys, like definitely let me know what you're thinking, or talk to me, or whatever. And then it dawned on me, if you guys are painting while you're talking to me, you may not want to talk to me, and not because you don't want to talk to me, but because you're painting. And for a lot of people, talking and painting, as many of my friends who paint tell me all the time, they think I'm crazy for like live painting. Like, they're like, you know, I've had one or two friends tell me, they're like, I don't know how you can like do that. I don't know how you can paint live, like, and talk to people. Yeah, been here for a few minutes, just packed down. Okay. Well, I was gonna say, Mango Smasher, I don't know if you were listening, but boy, did I have a surprise tonight that a lot of you might have missed. But if you are familiar with a group called Mini Wargaming, I actually had one of the owners jump into my stream tonight, which was insane. So Dave from Mini Wargaming actually came to my stream and was talking to me, and it was super cool and super awesome. So yeah, if you are fans of their content, or if you guys have ever watched them, he was here. I still can't believe that. It was super, super cool. Oh, you got promoted by them? That's pretty cool. When you say you got promoted by them, Mango Smasher, what may I ask? May I ask what you got promoted for? Was it for your painting? Was it because you did like painting for them when they had their like painting program, or like something like that? That's super cool. I'm like super jealous now. Like, he's like, oh, I'm just like old friends with Dave. So now, like, I'm super inquisitive. I'm like, ooh, what did you do? Dave's pretty. I mean, I can imagine Dave's pretty easy to break. If I mean, I've watched his bat reps, or his bat reps with banter, which is usually him. Oh, I'm not doing a good job of keeping that in camera. All right. Yeah, I got to. There's a lot of little details. I'm using a big brush, so I have to like be careful with how I'm doing this. Oh, it would be helpful if I painted the entire model. That would also work to my favor, right? I mean, you guys like fully painted models, right? You don't want half painted. Painting on here was doing a free commission, and he stopped by my stream, and yeah, I made him cry. And surprisingly, he's not. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I feel interesting. Okay, maybe that's more the character he plays. Oh, see, I didn't do anything cool like that. I mean, like I kind of geeked out and just fanned out on him, which see, I wasn't cool. I wasn't ready. I didn't know that Dave at Mini Wargaming does that. Watch now. I mean, because I watched Tabletop Time. Watch it. It'd be hilarious if they showed up. Oh, okay. Oh, you okay? Painting. Yeah. Whisper me that. Is that a live stream to him? I mean, I know his live stream. I've jumped on it before because I'm a vault member with Mini Wargaming. I did. I totally did. I was just like, I'm like, what? Mini Wargaming's here, and I got nervous because the way Dave introduced himself, he jumped in. Okay, cool. Yeah, he jumped in. Yeah, he jumped in and he's like saying, "Yeah, I have the terror sees all." So he jumps in and says that, and then he's like basically the Cord summoned him, and then I'm like, wait, and then when I looked at it, I'm like, Mini Wargaming, and I'm like, well, I see the Mini Wargaming thing there, and I'm like, Mini Wargaming. I'm like, but wait, and I'm like, is this a joke? I actually said that. I said that to Dave. I'm like, is this a joke? And then he goes, no, this is Dave from Mini Wargaming. I'm like, Dave? And it was crazy. It was just like, I'm like, what? So I did not know that he does that, because I'm a Vault member, which I'm assuming that you probably are too. Because during the pandemic, I started following them, and it was super. I was like, what? What's happening? And then I'm just like, I love everybody. I love everything. I love all. And it was just really funny. I just was it was hilarious. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Did you have to? I'm assuming because of probably finances. Guys, I swear I swear that I speak English, or at least I did when I was younger. Finances. No, I can imagine with the way the world is right now, it could be even something as simple as a streaming service that's a couple of bucks a month, or something like that, a mini Wargaming subscription thing. I don't blame anybody who has to cut that stuff. It's a tough world out there, and we all have to. I personally, me. I mean, I don't want to cry. I hate crying poverty on my streams, but it is the truth. Even me. I mean, I am. I'm spending more money than than obviously I make from this stuff, because I don't I don't really make any monetary money. I'm at the bottom tier. I'm trying to work my way up like everybody else. So yeah, I get it. I get people having to cut corners and do that stuff. So I get it. But I mean, to have mini wargaming, and if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm mistaken how Twitch works, if you have a little crown on your name, you're following me. So that means mini wargaming is following me now, which is scary, slightly. Not too scary. It's not like I've taken any of their ideas, but so there will not be suing of any kind on my channel, but yeah, it was super just insane. And I don't know. I don't know if it... I mean, it seems like it's cool. It is super cool that like someone else in my stream has had that experience, so that's awesome too. But I don't know if I don't know if it's a thing where if now Dave has done that, I could expect maybe others from there doing it too. But that was pretty cool. And I would totally... Yeah, I said it to Dave in his video, in my stream that like I'd be more than happy to do painting for those guys, or I know that they're getting into more campaign content to do like graphic representations of their campaigns. I would do any of that stuff for them because it would be super cool, super fun, and super awesome. That's what I was going to paint. Okay. Okay, well, I can use that. I can't believe I'm doing all this with the starter brush they gave me. This starter brush is horrible. This is like a terrible brush. It really, really sucks. It was in the Snap Together Stormcast Eternal box, which I literally bought because I could have used many of the paints that were in the starter kit. It gave me a couple of Stormcast Eternals, which I could do maybe fun paint experiments on. But it gave me white. Because out of all the things that have shortages right now, literally white, basic, like Cortex white, which is basic white paint, you can't get from GW. You can't get from anywhere. But it was inside of this box. So I bought a beginning painting box set just to get just to get one vial of Cortex white. It's ridiculous. And potentially 2 models, which I don't probably plan on using in my actual Stormcast Turtles army, but I might use them. because Cortex White is very important for a couple of reasons. It is a mixing color, so I actually use it to mix my highlights most of the time. But it's also a color that I use for touching up the contrast paints. So it is perfect for going in and retouching an area where I might have been overzealous with a paintbrush or done something kind of dumb. Ooh, this is going to be super... this is super classic orc. The red orc symbol. Oh. This is so classic orc. So classic orc. This is very... I just love how orky classic orc this is. This is very 80s orc. Ah, I love this. I love every minute of what I'm doing here. I'm probably going to do some like metal wearing on that so it looks like the paint is coming off and you're seeing the metal inside of it. Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. Okay. So, I'm sorry guys. I think we're going to have to call it here. I feel like I didn't really get into the model. I just got into a lot of blocking. He's a big model, so like to get to a point where we're gonna see all of that detail, it's tough. He's a tough, big model, so we just got some blocky stuff in there. But already, just with what we've done, he's looking kind of good. All right, here, I'll just do a little bit more. Oh my god, this looks so freaking cool. I love this. I love every minute of what's happening right now. Now it looks it's looking the way that I wanted it to. And like I said, it's just looking... Oh, it's looking so classic orky. I love how orky that looks. It looks so orky. Oh, look at how awesome that looks. I may still paint. Oh my god, this looks so awesome. I love this color scheme. It looks super dope. No, this was 100% the way to go. I am not regretting any decision on this paint job at all. Look at that. Look at how cool that looks. That is super old style orc. He looks like he fell out of a friggin' White Dwarf from the 80s. That's exactly what I was going for. This is so cool. I love this. Oh, this is so awesome. We just put that nice color on it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna detail out all of this. But it looks so, that looks so cool. That color combination is dope. Obviously gonna go in and do all these like little bits. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of like detail on him. Oh, this is super cool, man. I mean, I know it's not a lot of the model painted. I know I've been painting this for 2 hours and I haven't, you know, you guys are probably like, oh, well, he didn't even get to like the major, like big parts of the model yet. And I know that, but I mean, the reason it took me a while is because I was trying to balance out, you know, what, and these are going to be silver anyway. I'm just painting them so that they get white so it doesn't take away from the model. I'm going to brush all that in silver because I want those little doodads. A lot of times, I've done this before, I just block colors out because then what it does is it makes it easier. And it does actually help the metal. It helps the metal when you lay it on top of a darker color like that. But from a color standpoint, what it does is it also... It helps me to visualize like where I'm gonna go with other colors, because if I see those colors like that, I could be like, oh, okay, well this isn't striking, or it's not coming out of the gray, so like these are definitely gonna all be silver because it's gonna look nicer if they're silver because it's not playing off that gray right. Like it doesn't, you don't see the contrast or the difference. You can see, like, you kind of see it, but you don't see it, so... And that's the thing about contrast. It dries lighter than it actually shows up, so... You want to definitely take a look at it as it dries. Because you may think, oh, I'm doing a great job, and I'm in good shape, but... Then you actually go and look at it, and you're not in good shape because it's not actually drying the same color that you wanted it to. So you have to be careful about that. This is awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. I was saying it before, and I know that it was hurting me to think about it today, but I was thinking about today, and I was saying, you know, I've done these streams, and I don't know, this week I felt like I had a lot less people watching me, and I was starting to feel like I wasn't turning that corner, I wasn't doing what I should be doing. And then you guys just bounced back, and I got tons of people checking in with me tonight, which was great. And having mini, again, I've said it a lot of times, and I really hope it's not getting boring, but to have mini wargaming, to have the folks from mini wargaming actually like come into my stream was freaking amazing. So for any of you guys that are, you know, big GW fans, and I'm sure, like if you are playing Age of Sigmar or you're playing Warhammer 40K, I can't imagine that you haven't checked out mini wargaming. But yeah, they are super awesome guys. I mean, like I am a content creator, and I will totally say it. Like they are super worth it to check out. And I mean, like, I love the content I make, and I want to make more of it for you guys. And obviously, I want you to appreciate my painting and my stuff. But yeah, they're awesome guys, and they make some great content. So and I said it to Dave, the owner, who jumped on my stream. You know, they are, during the pandemic, they are some of the people on YouTube that inspired me to say, you know what? I think I could do this. I think I could make content I can make content like them, and I could have a shot at this. And even if, which would be, I think, one of the coolest things on the planet, came out of tonight, that I even had an option, maybe to like do painting for them, or like show, or that would be unbelievable if I could do that. Like, if there was a way that, because they used to have, I was saying it to Dave, like, and I wish they still had it, but they had something called the Painter Program. And it was where they would, one of the ways that they would get all their models and stuff painted for their campaigns and things was they would have the painting program, and so artists could sign up, and obviously the big incentive was that they would, you'd paint models for them, and they would give you, criteria and obviously what they needed. Sorry guys. But what was obviously super cool about it was that the payoff, of course, was that you would get featured on Mini Wargaming. Like, you would get they actually did segments for the folks that did the painting, and they make like little quick videos and talk about the artist and their style and what they painted for them. So they would give like a closer look to the army, a closer look to what the person did. And I was so sad that I was so sad to see them having to discontinue it. And it was sad. That was sad in general because their reasons for discontinuing it were, because I guess there were things said, or call it maybe dispersions on the program. So I was always annoyed because I was like, as a fellow artist and as someone who paints miniatures, I was very psyched to try and eventually maybe like give them a call and see if I could be part of that program. All right, so we're going to call it there. Again, just a lot of detail. We're getting into the detail, and now that I have a little bit more of a vision of where the armor went, I can start to paint in these other details. But I love it. It's very, like I said, I think I embodied what I was looking for, which is older GW Orcs, which is what I want my army to look like. And we're not even done yet. There's going to be a lot of other detail work I'm going to do on this. And I think we're going to continue him next week because this is pretty cool. And it's actually one of my favorite new orc models that they did. Because I love this character. And I love what they did with him. It's insane, it's crazy, and it's so you know, 40. It's so Orc 40K, just what they did to the character itself. But that's it for today. We also took a look at the new Pain Boss model, so we got a little review of that. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you find that you like this video, please become a follower, and then also sign up for notifications so you know when we're live. Lots of special thanks. I want to thank my sponsor for this video, Undiscovered Realms, where I get my models, my painting, and my supplies from. I want to give a shout out and thank you to Mini Wargaming and Dave for coming and saying hi to my stream, which is insane. I still can't wrap my head around that actually just happened. That was amazing. And like I said to him while he was here, if there is a way or a place or a universe where I could be, you know, I mean, I hope I can come and visit and maybe play a battle report, or if they ever bring the painting program back, I'd love that. And for anyone else that's watching, please check out my YouTube channel as well. I'm going to be archiving the 2 videos so far this week over there, and we'll start to have some original content. My studio is getting set up, so I'll be able to do more full battle reports, and we are going to have tomorrow, like I said, I think we're going to do some more Lorecom miniatures, so we can keep working on those custom minis for the campaign that we'll start talking about. And we'll talk more about building the campaign and some of the ideas for it. And then... Oh, geez, that just scared me the way that came in. Please check out my website, my Patreon, and the tip/donation button. I know monetary support's a tough thing, but if you can monetarily support us, all that money is going to go right back into our stream and for, you know, my content, you know, bringing merchandise to the table so I can start sharing merch with you guys. And also starting to allow me to hire and get other people so we can innovate and change the content to make it even crazier for you guys and do cooler things and hopefully do this on a more full-time basis for you all. So thank you. I appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care, everybody. I'll see you nice and bright and hopefully around the same time and early tomorrow. Come and join us. I want to do some more stuff. And don't forget, Thursday, we should have League of Infamy Part 3. So we're going to play more of the Mantic Games League of Infamy box game, which I love. We're going to see if my cohorts, a.k.a. the villains, can get a win against the Keepmaster. So far, it's the villains 1, the Keepmaster 1. So we're tied. We're going to see who takes it all in third. All right, take care, everybody. I'll see you very soon.